Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. A congressman is demanding answers from the United States Mint about silver eagles. Is it about time? I would say so. Let's explore. Yes, indeed, the Silver Eagle, it has frustrated us with the prices that has been commanded from a myriad of different channels, including the authorized purchasers, and the United States Mint themselves have raised their premiums on the Silver Eagle. Well, there's a congressman from West Virginia who's been a champion for precious metals. His name has come up many times on this channel regarding news related to precious metals. And in this article from CoinWeek.com, this is an interesting thing indeed. He's demanding some answers from the United States Mint about the Silver Eagle program. U.S. Representative Alex Mooney is calling out Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and United States Mint Director Ventris C. Gibson for the long-running production slowdown in the Silver American Eagle bullion coin program that has caused shortages and dramatically higher market prices for this iconic silver coin as compared to its peers worldwide. Many Americans have sought to hedge against high rates of inflation by acquiring hard assets, including gold and silver. Overall market demand for bullion coins, bars, and rounds has risen to higher levels than seen in recent years, if not ever. In fact, I can back that up because some contacts that I have in the bullion industry, bullion dealers and the like, have pretty much backed that up as well, and they have seen a growing number of demand in their organizations as well as local coin shops as well. Most gold and silver bullion forms do not carry much markup, known as premium, although I disagree with that too. Other forms have shown some pretty high premiums too, but just not to the level that Silver Eagles have. That's over the market value of the metal itself, thereby enabling investors to acquire more precious metal for each dollar they invest. This has not been the case with Silver American Eagles since 2020. In a letter dated August 25th, Mooney cited 31 U.S. Code 51, Section 5112, which states the Treasury Secretary shall mint and issue in quantities and qualities and quantities that the Secretary determines are sufficient to meet public demand, coins which, one, are 40.6 millimeters in diameter and weigh 31.103 grams, and two, contain 3/9 fine silver, three, have a design of a symbolic of liberty on the obverse side and of an eagle on the reverse side. Now, if we take apart that language, it's what the Secretary determines as sufficient demand, the Treasury Secretary. So maybe the Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, thinks that it is enough to meet demand. I don't know. But it's something to consider there, but I don't know. I don't think most of us would agree. We certainly don't see it as enough to meet demand. But as Mooney pointed out, the U.S. Mint has only made 11.6 million ounces of the silver bullion coins available to the public through July of 2022, barely half of what has been supplied through the first 7 months of prior years when demand has been similarly strong. The shortages in the U.S. Mint production has apparently led to extremely high market based on premiums of Silver Eagles as high as 70% over the silver melt value, even as comparable items produced by other sovereign mints and private mints were not beset by such shortages or historically high premiums, Mooney wrote. The high costs resulting from the U.S. Mint production shortage directly harm U.S. citizens wishing to avail themselves of a U.S. legal tender means of protecting their financial security from the effects of inflation. Representative Mooney is demanding Yellen and Gibson provide answers to the following questions. 1. Does the Secretary believe the Silver American Eagle coin is being produced in qualities and quantities that are sufficient to meet public demand? That's a very good question because it does give some leeway that it is up to the Secretary to determine that. And 2, Why is only a single supplier currently allowed to or willing to provide the U.S. Mint with silver blanks for its Silver Eagle program? A very good question from Representative Mooney, because if he wasn't going to bring that up, I was going to bring it up, because there's only one supplier now, and I think that's Sunshine Mint. They had up to four before, four suppliers before, but apparently some of these other suppliers, blanks, have either, I don't know what happened, but they're not there anymore. Number 3, given a statutory mandate to amply supply these coins to the public, why doesn't the U.S. Mint have a policy to build a reserve of silver blanks during periods of slower demand in order to create a buffer for periods of higher demand? And that's a good question, but it's really more of a suggestion, but it's something to consider for sure, considering what is happening now, and really, in a sense, what has happened in the past. Has the U.S. Mint examined the practices of other sovereign mints, such as Britain's Royal Mint, Australia's Perth Mint, the Austrian Mint, and the Royal Canadian Mint, to learn from their relative success in meeting high public demand for their own silver coins? If so, what were those results, findings, or recommendations? Excellent question. We can learn a lot from these other mints. The United States is almost like a third world country with regards to its mint. The U.S. Mint fails miserably in many different areas. There are some coins that they do okay on, others not so much, especially in the collector market. The Silver Eagle is subpar compared to other stacker coins, silver bullion coins around the world. Number 5, what actions are currently being undertaken to address the mint's production problems, which reportedly extend beyond the Silver American Eagle coin program? And when will the U.S. Mint once again be able to fulfill its mandate to meet public demand? Excellent question. We are thankful for Representative Mooney is seeking accountability for the chronic mismanagement plaguing U.S. Mint operations and the resulting costs and frustrations it imposes on new silver investors as well as the precious metals industry at large, said Stephen Gleason of Money Metals Exchange and president of Sound Money Defense League. Exactly right, and that is something that should be looked at. It seems like the current Mint director is more interested in wokeness and virtue signaling rather than quality in fixing some of these greater issues here, which, by the way, extend beyond just the people that are involved under her purview. It's going to take some leadership role on her part, too. Let's actually take a look at the actual letter itself here from Representative Mooney here. And to both of them, this was sent on August 25th. Oh boy, I cannot wait to see what the answer is going to, what the answer will be here. Great letter here. Swift action to address these difficulties will allow the Silver American Eagle coin to remain a symbol of liberty and government efficiency. I appreciate your attention to this matter, and I look forward to your response to these questions. Let's hope they take it seriously. Both of them should respond individually to Mr. Mooney on this. Really good. All right. The Sound Money Defense League is a nonpartisan public policy group working to restore sound money at the state and federal level, and publisher of the Sound Money Index. They also are involved in helping to get rid of the taxes in these states that still charge. And they're a National Precious Metal Investment. Money Metals Exchange is a National Precious Metals investment company and news service with more than 500,000 readers and 350,000 customers. It also operates a modern money metals depository for vaulting gold and silver. So there you go. Very interesting indeed. So what a news story this is to see. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. But if you enjoy news stories like this, I hope you will give this video a like. I definitely want to try to get the word out there, and I think this is something that should maybe even encourage us that we can contact the Mint director too, the U.S. Mint's website, and contact the Mint to see if we can make it happen. And you're not going to be able to do that by calling their contractor, PS Web Services. If you call the 800 number, those aren't Mint employees. They're subcontractors of the Mint, but you're not going to get any answers from them. You could probably have to call the press office or what have you. But it'll be very interesting to see what the answers are from this. Thanks to Coin Week for publishing this article here too, and what has happened here with this congressman asking these questions with Representative Mooney. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.